everyone, this is your instructor Joy. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and check the description below for donations. Today we're going to talk about different types of accents. We use accents for technical reason, for musical reason, but we do use accents quite a lot. So I'm going to talk about that. There are many different kinds of accents, but I brought most important one or mostly used ones first. So accents are this kind of thing. So how does it work? There's a Mozart like this. This one, that's all accent. Yeah, that gives a little bite at the beginning. The mechanics of it is you make sure your bow is sitting well on the string, whether it's frog, middle, or tip. You can do accents any part of the bow. Make sure it sits well, and with the index finger, you tiny bit press it. I don't like to use the word pressing it, but in this case, I cannot come up with other word. So you press tiny bit, but very shortly, and release right away. Yeah, with the index finger like that, because your index finger is your driver, so that has a great role to do. So I really like pressing it, very short time, and then you release right after. But most importantly, you move your bow very fast at the beginning and slow down like this. I'm sorry. At the beginning, with a little bite, with a pressure, release, and then fast, and then slow down. Yeah, so that contrast, both speed contrast, getting fast and slower, and then pressure being there and then disappearing, that creates this accent sound. I'm sorry. Like that, whether it's down bow or up bow. Yeah, so like this. Like that. But this accent and the releasing of accent timing is not always same. It's sometimes fast, like this piece of Mozart in classical tune, but when you're playing romantic piece, sometimes the accent is there, but it's a little different type of accent. Accent happens a little slower and longer, like this. Because it doesn't work with this type of music. So I did use accent as well, but same concept with a different timing. So index finger, a little pressure, but slower over longer time. Instead of bam, I do wham, like this. And my bow speed was fast, but a little slower than the other Mozart accent. Yeah. So we talked about two different types of accents. There are more, but generally speaking, these are two main things. One type of Mozart accent, the other one kind of romantic accent, which is Brahms, Tchaikovsky, all this one. There's also up bow spiccato kind of accent. You've seen this kind of one. Yeah. So multiple up bow strings. Here we are using this multiple accents in one direction in up bow, namely the index finger. You're doing a little pressure, but this time, because it's happening so many times, so fast, what we're doing is we're kind of rotating this kind of movement. Does it look like a rotating movement to you? I think, yeah, like that. So like, yeah. So, but the mechanics are same. If you want, you can put on the index and ring finger like that. Yeah, that way, because there isn't much function here, the middle and pinky. Index finger and the ring finger. Make sure the ring finger has a good grip, a little deeper in. The thumb has to be nice and curved so that you can be very flexible. But main movement comes from index finger, being like this kind of rotating movement. And then relax, and then relax. So a little light accent, and then relax again. Then when you do multiple times, that's what it is, yeah? So there is one, that kind of accent, multiple upper spiccato. Also, there's another kind of accent that can be used when you're using ricochet. Ricochet is this one. Like when you play multiple string, as though you're throwing the ball, you're playing more notes. There's here the idea is same. You do with the index finger a little accent. You're allowing the bow to relax. The speed still at the beginning with the accent, a little with the index finger, a little fast, and then slow down. It's not exactly the same as the original accent, but the idea is same. You just have to adjust. But the basics are same, meaning the accent or the pressure from the index finger, and then the speed happens fast at the beginning. And there's also multiple string ricochet. I'm sorry. And then here we're doing two accents, meaning down bow accent with index finger, like rotating, dun, 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 dun. And when you go up bow, the ring finger is not enough, so we are doing with a pinky and with a little help of ring finger. Yeah, this kind of movement, like this, rotating, like this. Sorry. Again. And then down bow with the index finger. Then you're throwing the bow instead of starting from the string, but still at the beginning a little accent. Then eventually you get that one. So basically, accent down bow when the index finger, up bow with the pinky and the ring finger like this. Like that, yeah? So if this is very interesting, basically you're learning how to use every part of your hand, and then you get to have all this fancy stroke. Just simply mastering these accents. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and let me know if you have any questions.